What's going on, Paisanos? V here. My voice is a little bit shot. I've been sick this past week. I couldn't go to Vegas, unfortunately, to compete. But I am looking to start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! More competitively, and I've been practicing a lot. And that's another reason why I have been just so busy and haven't had time to make much content. With that said, once my voice gets better, I'll start streaming more and obviously creating more content. What I have here is my Snake Eyes Fire King build. You guys know how it is. I'm gonna do the main side extra, and then I'll go over my choices. This is a 43 card list, and as you can see from the list, why. So we'll go over the hand traps. We have 3 Ash, double Bell, double Drone Lockbird, double Nib, and triple Imperm. So this is the hand traps. We have 12. Once again, I'll go my reasons in a second. For Fire Kings, we have Sanctuary, Island, Grunix, Ponix, as well as Arvada. And we're also playing 3 Kirin. For the Snake Eyes, we have Flamberge, 1 Oak, double Poplar, and 3 Ash. For the spells, some of the spells, we got 3 Wanted, 1 of Sinful Snake Eye, and 1 Divine Temple. And then we're running 1 Black Witch. For some more spells, we got 3 Bonfire, 3 Talents, 3 Cross Resonator, and a 1-for-1. So once again, it's a 43 card list. If you guys want to know my reasons, stay for the end of the video. I'll give you guys my reasons for why. So we'll go into the side deck. We got basically the rest of the 1-off hand traps. So we have 1 Nib, 1 Dro, 1 Bell, 1 Kurikara. We're running 3 Soul Release, double Skill Drain, double Anti-Spell, 3 Duster, and 3 Typhoon. I did take this deck to locals this past Saturday, and I went undefeated with it. To be honest with you, there's a couple of changes I'm going to make, and I'll talk about that in a second, but definitely just want to throw it out there. This deck is really crazy and can play through a lot with a little bit. I mean, literally, 1 card just does so much for you. For our extra deck, we have a Link 4s, Apo, Raging Phoenix, Zealantis, Whale, and then we have Axel Talker. Then we go to the Link 3s, Celine, obviously double Promethean Princess, Unicorn, SP Little Knight, Dark Charmer, Hida, Ivy Masquerena, Sunlinger, Sunlight Wolf, and Link Creepo. So I'm noticing a lot of builds. This will be the core of almost all the builds you see for Fire Kings. Any Fire King variation basically has this. Some aren't playing Unicorn, and that's up to them, I guess, but you are seeing this a lot in. What we're seeing instead of these two is they're either doing this, or they're running the other Link 1, the Anima, and this becomes the other Nightmare, this Unicorn Phoenix, Nightmare Phoenix. And I'll be honest with you, I don't go into this a lot, but one thing I thought was really cool that was said by Justin Singh. He goes, if I can do this, cool, and if you nib me, I can do this, or vice versa. So that is true. Obviously, if you're going second with this deck, you want to kill. You don't want to just like break your opponent's board and say pass turn. That's why the sectors are unevenly matched. You want to end the game as fast as possible. And that's why I think these are more important than the Anima Phoenix. I do like Phoenix a lot, but this is definitely makes more sense to Anima Phoenix. First game, you're really not going to Phoenix as much. I think it's more a second, third game. And this is what you want to do first game. You want to kill as fast as possible. So that's why I opted to this. Another thing also, I don't play the other Link 3, the one that you draw off as already. It's not bad. It just you rarely go into that, to be honest with you. I mean, there are times when you have Sunlight Wolf and Link Karibo, but I'd rather go into Promethean Princess than the other Link 3 guy whose name I always forgets. But yeah, we'll go into the side deck. So almost nobody really wants to play Kurikara. This card is not meant for the mirror match. This card's ideally not meant even for Vox's voice. This card is meant for Rogue. A lot of Rogue decks struggle against this card. It's easy for us to search it, and that's the way you got to think about this card. You do not play Kurikara against the mirror match or Voice's voice. I see a lot of profiles in which you're like, yeah, this isn't good against the mirror match. No fucking shit, it's not good against a mirror match. This card's ass. This card's only meant for rogue decks. It's insane against rogue decks. I'm never getting rid of this card because that's the mentality you have to have when playing this. We go talk about hand traps later on in the video when I go into my hand traps. I might throw my third nib back in, and then I might just choose between draw and bell. So the future hand traps lineup I'm going to have might be something like hold bells on the side. So we'll do the 2 bells here, and then we'll just go 3 drip, nib, 3 draw. I just wanted to have cross on game 1 realistically 4 bell because I thought a lot of players were maining bell. But after looking through all the deck files, I'm seeing a lot of players side this. So in the future context, it might just be 3 bell on the side, and then just hold the nibs and draw in the main. I think that makes way more sense moving forward. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Typhoon was a card. I'll be honest with you, this was Cosmic Cyclone. This past weekend when I played, it was Cosmic Cyclone. I love that card a lot, but I think Typhoon makes way more sense. Against the Fire Mirror match, this card shines, so that's why it's in there. Duster's also kind of mostly a generic spell trap removal. Some people want to cut it. I don't understand why. This card's insane still. So I was running double anti-spell, double skill drain. In the OCG, these are the tech choices. These are going to become probably 3 summon limit, and then we'll have an extra slot. But yeah, I think summon limit definitely. And then the last 3 was soul release. So going second, I wanted to have good going second cards. Going first, obviously, 3 summon limit, it's really good. And then you can modify your hand traps as well. Going second as well, I mean, Typhoon's really good as well. So we have like 9 cards realistically. But this is also a great going second card. I'm sorry, this is going first. Going first cards, this is what you want to play. But going second, we have a lot of options. Going first, we're kind of limited, so this might change up. I will say, though, in the mirror match, it's still a really good card. Limiting opponents' options is never realistically a bad thing, but we definitely got to figure out a better going first strat. But these weren't bad. This actually won me a game, so this isn't terrible, but this is definitely, Skill Drain's definitely a card I really like a lot. And, yeah, once again, like I said, we definitely got to modify it and have a better going first game. Going first, I think you want to do your regular board, but you got to be careful against your opponent's soul release and cards like that. So once again, it's hit or miss. Side deck definitely needs a lot of work though. So once again, for hand traps, we kind of just changed on the fly right now, but I think that this is what it's going to be. 12 hand traps. Everyone's running cross out. Cross out makes perfect sense in this deck. Talents. So people are always hit or miss on talents. I love this card. In the mirror match, if they do their ideal board, they're going to go to Appaloosa and you're going to talent them. It's sometimes they can't checkmate you by going into SP Low Knight with Appaloosa, but that's fine. If this card gets rid of SP and Appaloosa, I'm perfectly fine with that. One card getting rid of those 2 allows us to actually play more into our own board, playing more of our cards. So I really do like that a lot, but once again, I do think Talent is an amazing card. Everyone's running hand traps, and this card's always live. And then 1-for-1. So people are going back and forth between this and Monster Reborn. I think this card's better. It gets ideally what we want. Monster Reborn, you have to have cards in the graveyard. We don't care much about second turn, especially in game 1. And cards like 1-for-1 help facilitate that. The only card I'll play low rarity in my deck is Bonfire. If I can find a vendor and pay extra, I will do that for CRs. But I'm not going to straight up buy this card CR. It's been going down in value ever since. But yeah, I don't care about that shit. I might consider playing more Diabell Stars. I only play 1 right now. I do own 3, but right now I just want to test out 1. The week before I was testing 3. I might even just up this one more and add a second one in here. Once again, I'm going to get this down to 40 ideally. But 1 Diabell Star is not bad, but I definitely wish I had more throughout the weekend when I played at locals. If I was at the YCS, I would do a lot better. I was really prepared for this YCS, unfortunately. So, I'm a big fan of playing Original Simple Sport Snake Eyes in 2. I like this a lot. Though I will say this field spell is insane. And, yeah, there's going to be... I'll probably do some videos moving forward in the future. The voice comes back. Showing you some combo lines with the field spell. The field spell is absolutely amazing. Big fan of the field spell. And OC Dave ran it, and I definitely think it's needed here. So, I think everything for the most part else is the same. Some people are wanting to cut Kieran down to 2. It does make sense. The only thing is, once again, we care about going first. So if I open Kieran Ash, unless you have Ash from Joy Spring, this card's going to resolve. So if I go Kieran, Snake Eye Ash effect, you try to Imperm or Effect Veiler, or people playing Moonlit, which is very interesting. I have to test that. I'm just gonna change Kieran, swap it out. I'm totally fine with this. Everybody keeps on going, because then we're just gonna get Poplar for special effect, add, and we keep going. So this kind of avoids this avoids getting hit with Imperm, getting hit with Effect Veiler, Moonlit. Also, if you have Cross Out and like this in hand, like this is just insane hand, because you play this and you bait whether your opponent has Ash or Nib or whatnot. The second they don't, you just go here and you keep cooking, and your opponent does later on have like a Nib or even a Drawn Lockbird, which is 50-50, because there's times where you want to use it against Draw, and there's times where you're like, oh, I'll still do full combo, and if they have Nib, well, this card says go fuck it. You know, like, it just really depends on how you want to do it. So, once again, Paisanos, my voice is kind of shot right now. I really wish you guys could hear, definitely see the work I've been doing behind the scenes. I'm definitely practicing a lot. I've been, trying to be more competitive. Obviously, I love this deck a lot. I love any variation, so I've been testing out the Pure, and I'll probably have a deck profile coming out with that as well soon. I've been testing out other variations of this deck, but I do love Cross the Designator. I do love Talents, and the ability to play those in this deck, just in my opinion, makes this deck one of the most dominant decks in the game, because it has so many one-card starters, so you just need basically like Snake Eyes Ash, and the rest could be hand traps or talents and cross out to ensure your combo goes through. And I really like that a lot. I'm going to be making some changes. I'll have some more profiles coming up. I'm going to be looking to play in some more events, and I'll have some more of those videos come up, guys. I do stream on Twitch TV, YGO_Paisano. Links down below. Obviously not with this voice, but the minute my voice gets better, I'm going to be looking to stream and play. And yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about that comment section down below. Once again, guys, this deck is really, really good, and there's a lot of great decks in the meta. Like, I'm going to be playing Voice as well. Even though mine's Voice is gone, I like the deck a lot, and I want to play that deck, so I'm still testing with Voice, so I have that deck as well. But 5 decks of Voice is something I'm really looking forward to, and a little bit of Flunderies. Anyway, Paisanos, your boy V, and you guys have a great day.